Captain's Log. Star date 10-15-83.48. The Romulans had a base known as the Vault that they used for research into Borg technology. This facility was abandoned in the chaos after the destruction of the Romulan homeworld, but intelligence suggests that the work there was far enough along that it was used to retrofit Nero's ship before it disappeared along with Ambassador Spock's vessel and the Hobus system. Long-range sensors have detected energy spikes in the Hakona system, and Starfleet intelligence believes that someone is bringing the vault back online. We need to know who, and more importantly, we need to know if there is still Borg technology or restricted weaponry on that base.
In order to avoid drawing too much attention, you need to fly under the radar, so to speak. Admiral Tenay has authorized the requisition of a shuttlecraft for you. You can fulfill the requisition in the shipyard. Once you're ready, take the shuttlecraft out to the Hakona system. If you have a runabout fighter or other such craft available, feel free to use it, but do not approach the system in a starship. We want to avoid the notice of whoever's in the vault. A shuttle will also be able to dock with the vault and explore the interior.
Understood. Also, Republic Intelligence will be sending one of their best with you on this operation, Commander Talmera. She's been fully briefed and will transport to your vessel as soon as you are ready to depart for Hakona. I trust this won't be a problem, man. Not at all.
Any questions?
What can I expect at the vault?
Borg technology, Thalaron weapons like the ones used by Shinzon, cloaking mines, heavy graviton beams? We're not entirely sure. That's why we need eyes inside. The station itself is near a micronebula and surrounded by a tachyon detection grid. Even a cloaked ship wouldn't be able to sneak in there. You should also expect automated defenses like turrets and cannons. We haven't spotted any ships in the vicinity, fortunately. Although with Romulan cloaking, anything is possible. Any questions?
What if I need support?
Starfleet will make sure to have a ship or two in range for a rapid response in case of emergency. Hopefully, though, you'll be able to keep things quiet and that won't be necessary. Of course, missions rarely go exactly as planned. Any questions?
Is this a Section 31 operation?
What? Oh, that mythical boogeyman organization? No. This is a standard Starfleet operation at the behest of Admiral Tenay and supported by Starfleet intelligence. In case you were wondering, that means that you should observe all regulations and don't start a war. Any questions?
No more questions.
Very well. Remember, you must use a shuttlecraft, runabout, fighter, or similar small operations craft to undertake this mission. We need on-site intel from the interior of the vault. Starfleet will not clear you to enter the Hakona system otherwise. Good luck.
Time. The ultimate frontier. These are the stories of the temporal agents. Their mission? To correct all anomalies, to keep space-time intact, to boldly go where no one has gone before.
You're being recruited as a temporal agent. Since you're dead, we're giving you a role identity.
Klingons.
Obviously, this station isn't as abandoned as Intel suspected. Sensors are reading several Riemann ships in the area, and that's just the ones that we can spot. That station is immense. It must have taken an incredible amount of manpower and technology to build it. It's almost the size of a small moon. Sensors are reading a sophisticated tachyon detection network, as well as several patrolling vessels. For an abandoned station, this facility certainly has a lot of activity. My people are experts at stealth technology. If we want to approach unseen, we must avoid confrontation and find a way to evade or jam their sensor grid. We must assume that if we engage the ships here, they'll notify whoever is left on the station, and it may become difficult to find an entry point.
Right.
The Remans are all over this system. If we start a fight with one of the ships, we'll probably have to fight them all. And there's no telling how many are cloaked here. We have a number of possible options to explore.
Communication satellite.
All of the construction work out here must have required the use of a lot of worker shuttles and a communication booster. We might be able to dig up some information about the station's communication network, if we can find a subspace relay satellite. The Remans are all over this system. Sensors are reading a small derelict worker ship near some of the asteroid debris. We might find helpful clues there. The Remans are all over this system. The material requirements to make a base of that size must have been enormous. There's a lot of stellar debris here. Probably remnants of asteroids or fragments from moons that were mined for raw materials. We might be able to do something useful with them. One of the large asteroids has a navigational beacon. The tall Shi'ar must have placed it there for some reason. The Remans are all over. There's a small patch of nebula gases near the station. The static discharges in the area are highly intense. We may be able to cover an approach to the station by traveling through the nebula. This would be risky, because the nebula would cloud our tactical displays and interfere with our shields, but it would almost certainly keep the station's sensor grid from detecting us until we're right on top of them. The Remans are all over this system.
Right.
This asteroid is unusually large, and it's clearly been mined. It was probably used for raw construction materials, like most of the debris here. This particular asteroid contains pergium, titanium, and uranium. It was probably tractored from a nearby system and brought here to construct hull components and power systems. We could probably cut a piece from the asteroid with our weapons for further analysis.
Right. What's this?
Indications are that this vessel was refitted for asteroid mining. Apparently, a containment failure in the engine core led to a massive radiation surge. The engine went into emergency shutdown, but all of the couplings and injectors were burned out. The crew probably died due to instant radiation burns. It looks like the vessel was stripped for parts and left derelict. Looks like they left this satellite as a communications booster for their short-range worker shuttles. Fortunately for us, it's still active. Unfortunately, it's heavily encrypted. Traffic analysis shows that the network routes its communications through a series of nodes at the station's dorsal peaks. If we flood them with excessive signal, it could cause the network to be unable to handle any signal traffic, which would give us a brief window to slip in. The alerts wouldn't go off because the station would never get the signal. We'll still have to avoid the patrols and make sure we don't get too close to the station until we make the broadcast.
Okay. Sounds good. Keep it slow. Easy does it.
Approaching the tachyon grid perimeter. If we're detected by it, that will definitely alert the Remans. Station sensor hub jammed.
Right, let's get in there.
Picking up some unusual energy readings. We'll need to explore the accessible interior areas and see what we can find. Looks like there's another access conduit across from us. We'll have to think three-dimensionally in here. Sensor readings are also picking up a few scattered life signs.
Okay. All right. This place is massive.
We've tripped some security systems.
Whoa! Finish! Back off! Quickly! Woo! That's close.
The doors are a massive set of interior bulkhead doors. They're segmenting the different parts of the base. Possibly a safety measure in case something went wrong in one of the central areas. Access appears to be controlled by use of security keys. We can disable it if we can find a code block that matches part of a security key.
Okay.
This defense turret was hooked into part of the security network. There's a security code in its subsystem. The security key is on a rotation. 6750. Each code block matches a piece of one key. Unfortunate. You have missed the rotation. The security key is on a rotation. Each code block matches a piece of one key.
Okay. Oh. Oh.
Microgravity storage containers. Since this interior space has no artificial gravity, they're just left to float here. There's an assortment of construction materials and personal effects, including a personal access code key, 0668.
Right. Hello.
The security node for this block of empty residences includes a code key, block 9904. I'm reading life signs in some of these living quarters. Interesting.
Hail him. Who? Who are you? And what do you want? What are you doing here? I'm investigating dangerous energy readings coming from this station. There's nothing left here, just a giant derelict. It would be best if you left before you find yourself in the middle of something terrible, Starfleet. That's besides the point. I need to reach some of the other areas of the station. Why would you want to go deeper into the station? To steal what remains, secrets you can from the once great Romulan people? Our scanners have detected dangerous energy readings, and we mean to discover what is happening. Surely there must be other survivors in this station. While the military may still be strong, survivors from the death of our homeworld are still recovering. Those with powerful allies have fled to more secure colony planets, but common people like me have to make do as best we can without the supplies and protection of the military or the aid of our fleets. We survive where we can and take what we must. It is a miserable, wretched existence. The Star Empire will survive. The Empire may survive, but what of our people? We will die in cold space or at the knives of Klingons and humans. Perhaps we could reach an agreement. I'm scavenging a living here, and things are worse since the remnants arrived. They kill us wherever they find us, the ungrateful beasts. If you could provide a shield generator, provisions, and medical supplies, I would gladly tell you what I know. I will consider your offer. Still wish to know more about the station. How am I supposed to do that?
The security key is on a rotation. Each code block matches a piece of one key. Key in the... That's it. Well done. We should be able to bypass the system and gain access now.
Let's do it. Let us continue.
for energy discharges. Microgravity storage crates, mostly construction supplies. No weapons or unusual energy signatures.
Good. Let us continue. That's not good. Ooh, alright. Wait for it to go away.
Warning, ship is under attack.
There we are. Let's keep going. Whoa.
Above us, that's a Borg sphere. The Tal Shiar must have used this base as a storage facility and research area for Borg technology. Electrical discharges, probably from ionization leaking from the sphere and research nodes. We should be cautious about flying too close to them. The Borg sphere is dormant, like it's been put to sleep. It's not the source of the strange readings that long-range scans detected. Looks like the sphere's hooked into part of the local systems network. We should be able to exit through the other doors now. Probably a safety precaution to keep them locked.
Right. Makes sense. Just keep looking. This place is massive. Dang it. Wait for it. Now. More security barriers. Oh, these look inactive.
Quiet in this area. Too quiet.
That it is. Holy Toledo! Here's another side of this pillar. The Thalorian reactor. Let's get in and scan it.
This is disturbing. We're looking at a facility used to build Thalaron weapons. If Romulans have infiltrated this base. They may be trying to secure those weapons.
Ah, so our intruder finally arrives at the heart of the matter. Have you seen all that you came to see, little spy?
Who are you?
Does it really matter? Call me Obasek, if a name is that important to you.
What are you doing here?
That should be obvious. I intend to make use of this station to further my agenda. Your presence, however, is a bit more curious. I expect that you are operating under the shroud of Empress Sela, whether you realize it or not.
I'm here to investigate unusual scanner readings from this station.
Doubtless you have discovered the source of those readings. Understand that I have little desire to unleash this sort of destruction, but my hand is forced. The Reman people will only be liberated if we are able to make a clear and decisive stand against the Romulans. The technology of this station will allow us to do so.
The Federation could assist the Remans in their desire to separate from the Romulan people.
Just as your Federation offered assistance to the Romulans before the supernova of Hobus and the subsequent destruction of Romulus? No. History has shown that I cannot trust in the good intentions of the Federation. An oppressed people must be ready to seize their liberty through any means available to them. The technology of this station has provided me with indisputable means.
Even if you succeed, you must find a way to normalize relations. You will need allies.
I will deal with the future when it arrives. For me, there is no tomorrow until my people are free. However, I respect your commitment to your position. It's a shame we are at cross purposes.
I am afraid our time is at an end. My associates have already finished loading the Thaleron weapons that we need, and I have other operations to manage. I think we both know what happens now. May your death be quick and valorous.
Evasive maneuvers! We gotta go! Up! Hold together! Hold it! Come on! Get through! Break contact, break contact! Don't you think I know that? Cowards! Oh, damn. Now get us out of here. Go!
Ship is under attack.
Don't worry about it. Let's get the hell out of here. Right.
Blast the door locks.
We cannot fight that. Damn it, get in there. Those damn doors. Get on the other side. Declump. keep moving. Get us the hell out! I have no more patience for these Remans. Had it. This whole damn place.
We must stop Obisek's ship. They cannot be allowed to possess Thalaron weapons. We can use the subspace booster satellite outside the station to send a message to Starfleet as soon as we're clear of the interior. But Obisek's warship will almost certainly attack us when we do. We'll have to survive long enough for reinforcements to arrive.
Let's get this over with.
Reinforcements have arrived and are just past that nebula. We don't have much time. We need to meet with our allies and stop that ship. USS Laza is signaling us. They're going to engage the Reman ship, but they want us to take care of the fighters and plasma torpedoes. We are now in the micronebula.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
Right. It'll be a pleasure. Come on, Remans!
That was quite an explosion. Probably from the Thalaron weapons carried aboard the ship. We're going to leave the system under high warp to draw off any reinforcements that might come looking. Suggest you return to Federation space.
Yeah, I very much plan to do that.
We are now in the micronebula.
I've taken a preliminary look at your logs, and it seems that things went a bit unexpectedly. I have a feeling this isn't the last time we'll be seeing the vault. The Reman commander you encountered is definitely a major player in the disintegration of the Romulan Star Empire. I'm going to send the information you gathered about him over to an old colleague of mine, Dr. Maximilian Peters, for analysis. If this Reman is a leader in their separatist movement, we'll have to deal with him again. And hopefully Dr. Peters can work up a psychological profile for him, and a sociological analysis of the separatists.
Yes, well, maybe next time, don't drop the ball on the intel.
Our next step will be to decode the signal intelligence and go through any remnants left from the ship that was destroyed near the vault. Now that we know that the Remans were hoping to use Thalaron weapons, we need to figure out their target location. Right now, Starfleet knows far too little about a civil war in the making. but it'll take time to sift through all of the data. Keep in touch. Starfleet will notify you when we have a lead. Oh, and thanks for the good work.
Yes, well, that's what I'm known for. Lieutenant?